What's up, Easy Bakers? So for today's video, we're going to be making this delicious seafood pizza. I think it is really good, really yum sauce. And as always, guess what it is? Easy as hell. So if you haven't already, follow us on our new Instagram, which is Easy Bakers LLC. I'm going to say it again for you, girl. It is Easy Bakers LLC. And as always, hit that subscribe button so we can be gang. Now let's jump into the video. So girl, you're going to take that store-bought pizza crust and place it either in your iron skillet, your baking dish, or whatever, and shape it up. I use my stained pizza stone because it's my pizza stone and I love my pizza stone. And you're just going to go ahead and shape it to whatever shape you want this to be. So since you done shaped it all up, we're going to do what? Season our crust. This is absolutely optional. You do not have to season this crust, but us here, Easy Bakers, we season every goddamn thing. So you want to go ahead and get you a tablespoon of melted unsoftened butter and just get you a little pastry brush and just brush your butter on there. And I'm taking a little bit of garlic powder and I'm just going to go ahead and season that up and place it in my oven on 500 degrees for 5 to 6 minutes, just until it browns a little bit. So now for your sauce, you're just gonna start off with a 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream, and you're just gonna put that on a medium high and let that come to a boil just like this. And you're gonna let it boil just like this for about a minute or two, just until it slightly thickens up. Then reduce your heat to a medium low and go ahead and add your spices. I like to stir it around too because y'all know I'm different. And the spices that I'm using will be listed inside of the description box. I do recommend you starting off with a little at a time and adjust to your preference. So I'm just using garlic powder, onion powder, some Creole seasoning, as well as a little bit of black pepper. Oh yeah, and I'm using some chicken bouillon powder because those are my go-to seasonings. But you can always substitute those seasonings with a little bit of Italian seasoning and it will do just the same. But go ahead and stir that all the way in until it thickens up just a little bit. Your sauce has thickened up and you can see that color that lets you know it is seasoned down. Now you're gonna go ahead and add your shredded Parmesan cheese because this is in what? Alfredo sauce. And I'm just taking a few little pinches, girl. And that was about 2 pinches, and I'm gonna stir that around and wait till that cheese melt. Then I'm gonna move this aside and my pie crust should be done. So now I'm using shrimp in my pizza because we are a shrimp garlic type of family. And I'm just going to season my shrimp like how I normally season them. I use some Creole season. I use a little bit of Old Bay as well as some garlic powder and onion powder. And I'm just going to mix that all around. You want to make sure that your shrimp is dry. You don't want any extra liquid to go in that sauce because you're going to be a little bit of mad chat. You're patting down your shrimp because you don't want to have so much moisture inside of your Alfredo sauce because it's going to water it down. So make sure you pat it dry very well. So now you guys can see that my crust is a nice brown. It's not fully cooked, but it's not gonna be raw by the time we take this out of the oven because this is seafood and seafood don't take that long to cook. So you're gonna go ahead and take your Alfredo sauce and just pour that onto your crust. I started off with the spoon at first because I didn't want it to like drip over, onto the pan in my oven because this pan don't have really any size to it. And I didn't know what I was doing with the store-bought crust, girl. So I did want to add a little bit of freshness to this pizza because it has a lot of cream and it got a lot of carbs. And I just went ahead and harvested a little bit of green onions that we had from our garden. Let me say that again because we fancy now, girl. I got a little bit of green onions that I harvest from my garden. And I'm just going to add this to that Alfredo sauce just to bring in a little bit of freshness. So now I decided to use some crab meat, and I'm just going to go ahead and just do a single layer of this crab meat. I did 1 container per pizza, and we made 2 pizzas. So I'm just going to go ahead and spread that out evenly, get my mozzarella cheese, and just top it with some mozzarella cheese. Well, I didn't measure out how much cheese I used, so in the description box is going to be a guesstimate. But I do recommend you just do everything to taste, because that's the best thing about a homemade pizza. You can alter your toppings to your liking. So do what you gotta do, child. Your kitchen, your world. Y'all, I'm sorry about the frogs croaking. It's warm outside. So yeah. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add my seasoned shrimp. An even layer of my seasoned shrimp on top of the cheese, because I like to do the layers, so you got the crab, you got the cheese, and now you have your shrimp. So go ahead and place your shrimp on there and top that with your cheese. Again, I'm gonna put some more cheese on it, but this time I'm not gonna use mozzarella. I'm going to use the Italian blend, because it has some smoked provolone in there, and I just wanted to give it a little razzle-dazzle. You know what I'm saying? So you're just gonna go ahead and place it back in that 500-degree oven for an additional 6 to 8 minutes, or until your pieces the crust start to brown and the cheese is completely melted and your shrimp is done. So this is it right now. And to add a little bit more freshness, I decided to just sprinkle, wrinkle, dinkle, dinkle, a little bit of parsley flakes onto this. And I was gonna put some more green onions, because since we harvest them, we have no more. But anyways, and I also decided to make 2 pizzas. I did one inside of my iron skillet. So this is how it will look inside of your iron skillet, the same way, and you don't really have any problems. So you could just go ahead and cut your pizza and really enjoy this. The kids absolutely love this pizza. I thought it was pretty good. I would prefer my own crust, but that's just me being extra, and I get on my own nerves, so don't y'all worry about me, Chad. But thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate you. I appreciate you guys so much. You really don't even know. We're almost at 5,000 subscribers. Okay. Girl, don't play with us. But anyways, thank you for watching this video. I really do appreciate you. If you haven't seen my other videos, go check those out. And your girl will talk to you on her next video, girl.